Hey everybody, welcome back to Expresso right here on SABC3. This is, of course, your feel-good breakfast show. We're sharing some tips, sharing music, and having a fantastic time. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, officially you are hired.
That is Nadine. Yes, I love being here.
Oh, so many tricks up her sleeve, of course, a multi-talent. But right now we're going to have some funny games. We've waited the whole year for our December holidays, right? But all the travel, the entertainment, and the gifting, look, it does come at a cost. So in today's Our Money Matters chat, we're going to be sharing tips on how to keep the festive season budget under control. And we've got this incredible panel, as you've seen right now, very competent indeed. And when it comes to gifting, these are the questions I want to ask you right now. So firstly, how does gifting for your family, when you do gifts, and how do you personally manage the gifts budget, especially when it comes to family? Do you have a plan for that? How do you manage this? I know a lot of us are like, well, I want to get all these things, but then it adds up to like 20,000 Rand. That's a no-no maybe for Christmas. Do you have a plan? Do you have a strategy? How do you manage that?
For me, Raoul, because I literally I put up my Christmas tree like beginning of November. So the problem, the problem with me is that I keep on buying. You know, I keep constantly purchasing new gifts and new boxes and new wrapping. And I think you have to keep an eye, first of all, on your wrapping, because that ends up costing quite a bit every year. Yeah. The ribbons, the packaging, the bags. So what I do like to do is to recycle from previous years. Because literally you receive a bag, you keep it in a suitcase somewhere, hidden away for 2 years, and by the time you take it out again, you just add a ribbon and change it around a bit. So that makes quite a difference.
Recycling, that's always a good one.
I like that. So, I mean, that's that. I know you're quite a specialist when it comes to this.
I've been accused of re-gifting gifts, but I'm not doing that this year. I'm not doing it. We actually, because we just had our wedding, so we did say to the family, we're not doing Christmas gifts with anyone, although we are spoiling the little one. So I'll see my nephew, and I'm very excited to spoil him.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, we are with the in-laws doing Secret Santa this year at our Christmas lunch. So there we just set a budget, and everyone just needs to be creative within that budget. And it's always a lot of fun, Secret Santa.
Oh, you're going to get to make those nephew's days so special. Now, December time means potentially traveling or potentially spending a lot of time with family, whatever it is. There's a lot of experiences that come with this, and it can catch us off guard. Do you budget when it comes to this? Are you kind of like, it's December, we'll deal with it in Jan, let's just pay the bills now?
I personally budget. I mean, we're going traveling, so when we travel, there's nothing worse when your rand is very weak to wherever you're traveling. And there's nothing worse spending a lot of money on food. I would rather spend money on experiences.
Yes.
So all of our accommodation includes breakfast, so we're going to eat a big breakfast and then do a late lunch, early dinner. So it's going to be a 2-meal kind of day.
That's pretty smart. And you know,
well, the thing is, I've had too many difficult Januaries, you know, to kind of look back and not say you have to budget. You have to kind of pace yourself throughout December and say, okay, if I'm going to have, you know, like you also say, Zoe, it's about having the experiences. So if I'm going to have days during my holiday season where I'm going to do extraordinary things, you know, jump off a cliff, go skydiving, whatever it may be, then on those days I might not eat at the most expensive, poshest restaurants. But also it's good if you go on holiday to have like a self-catering unit, if that is your thing.
100%.
Because kind of putting together your salad, putting something on the braai, the barbecue, the fire, lekker, you know, it does help the budget quite a bit.
100%. I think if you're traveling locally, abroad, self-catering really works out when it comes to your budget, because every eat out just adds to that, and the tip, and the this, and the that. So you're 100% right.
So visit your neighbor.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's a neighbor to invite you.
So obviously it seems like you guys are budgeting a lot when it comes to December. We've learned from our mistakes in January. What is your advice for anybody heading out into December? It's already here. This is the season we're in. It might have already taken us by storm. A lot of us are already getting caught up. What advice do you have right now to just ease this sort of financial burden that could come into play in December?
I think if you're going to be spending a lot of time with family and friends, let go of the ego. I don't think you need to impress family if it's beyond your budget. I think stay true to yourself, be creative. If you've got these empty jars, clean it out, bake some cookies, put a beautiful ribbon on it, and that could make for a beautiful gift that did not break the bank if gift giving is your love language. But I think a big thing is just don't try and go overboard just to impress other people.
That's true, yeah, and kind of, you know, keep an eye on what you've got. What I like to have is a theme in my home. So let's say my table is navy and white, for example. I kind of try and stick to those colors schemes, because then throughout December I've got some extra serviettes in a drawer somewhere, you know, those kind of little things help. And please don't buy puppies.
Don't give animals.
Yeah, you'll regret it in January. Anyway,
I love that.
So,
I think anything better than a big gift is also just being present and creating those memories. And you seem to be nailing that. So I'm going to be taking more advice from these two beautiful souls. You should as well, Mzazi. And thank you for this esteemed panel for coming through. And for you, Mzazi, don't let your festive season turn your January into January, like we've discussed. And as always, let's all be mindful of our spending and focus on experiences rather than blowing tons of cash on stuff. And if you're traveling locally this December, then this is a reminder to all the NEDBANK My Goals account holders that you'll get 25 cents cash back per litre when you are filling up at BP, and you can qualify for 12 free domestic lounge visits per year. And if this sounds really nice and you're not a client yet, then you can sign up today. All you got to do is visit nedbank.co.za.
Check this. This My Goals Plus account gives you cash back on groceries and 25 cents back per litre at BP. That's lit.
Lit in 2023. Ay, buena. Ay.